Hello friends, this is Tanya with another video for Trinity Stamps. This week we are featuring coffee themed cards for the Coffee Lover Cardmakers Hop, and there is a special. If you use the code here, you can get the stamp and the die for the price of one. Buy one, get one free. Who doesn't love that? I am making a magical beans card today. I got a little extra creative. I was looking at this layered coffee beans stencil, which you can see here. I'm trying to show you that it says Trinity Stamps layered coffee beans die stencil on the bottom of that stencil. Both stencils, both layers have those letters etched on the bottom edge. So if you have the stencil with the letters facing the same direction, so that they're either frontwards or backwards, and they're both layers you lay down with the letters in the same location. In this case, they were right side up, so I could read them looking right at them, and they were in the bottom right corner, so they were in the bottom of the stencil. So then it was super easy for me to line them up once I had laid down one layer of colors. And on this card, I'm going for a very unicorn magical feel, so I chose pale teal and a light purple and a pink, and that just says unicorn to me. I'm not quite sure why, but it does. And I put down the first layer of beans, and now I'm putting the second layer of beans down. So this two halves of the coffee beans are going to be different colors, and I just chose to alternate where those colors were, so that all of in this case, all of the beans that were purple on one side on the first layer are blue, and all of the blue ones have pink or purple. I just alternated it so they all were different colors. Now I thought I was going to end there, but I really wanted to add some sparkle to those beans, make them extra magical. So I took some glitter glaze here and I layered that on top. I didn't even take that stencil off to clean it beforehand. I knew full well that I was going to get ink on the glitter glaze that I pulled out of the little pot, so I was careful to only add about what I thought I was going to need, so I will not waste very much. And there you go. You can see how it mixed and had some purple and pink on there. There's no way I wanted that back in that little pot. So I'm going to take the stencil off, and you can see the magically sparkly rainbowy beans here on this piece of, this is a 7 by 7 inch piece of cardstock. I knew I wanted it a little extra big so that it wouldn't, that I could easily tape the stencil down. Then I'm going to take some liquid pixie dust and put some spatters of that all over the front of, or all over this piece of card. It is amazing how sparkly this liquid pixie dust is, and I have been keeping re-inker in these palettes for all of the Ink on 3 Atelier inks and the liquid pixie dust. I don't ever waste any because you can let it dry out and it reconstitutes beautifully with a little bit of water, and you can see that extra sparkle in between the beans. Now I did want this to be a slimline card, so I cut that piece of paper, actually I trimmed off so it was just the beans, so it came out to be just about 6 inches by 6 inches. And then I cut that in half, and I'm going to tape the ends together to create a long skinny piece. And I took the smallest of the, I believe that is the Slimline stitched card panels. I took the smallest panel from that and die cut that out. So now I have a Slimline panel, and I rummaged through my supplies and I found the Magical Sentiments stamp set and the Graham Cracker alphabet die set, and I'm going to create my own sentiment. I'm using dies and stamps from the Magical Sentiments set. That set has a ton of awesome sentiments, and I die cut those from some glitter cardstock. And now I decided I had to have a swirl circle to add those sentiments to. But I didn't want it to be white. I wanted it to be the same colors that I had done the beans in. So I quickly sponged that on And I did this on a previous card not all that long ago, and I really liked how it turned out. So we're going to do it again. I'm using the Space Swirl stencil set, and I am using the same pink, purple, and light teal. And I used the one of these stencils first. Now after this, I remembered that one says Stencil A and one says Stencil B. I need to really look at that next time. It always takes me forever to figure out which one's supposed to be first. But if we look at the A and the B, that will help us. Trinity Stamps is looking out for us. So I'm going to add the second layer of the swirl here, and it turned out perfect. Going to add a little bit of pearlized water here. I wanted a even misting of shimmeriness. And then I used the embossed edge circle dies, and I took one that fit perfectly across the front of that panel. And I'm going to add all of those letters that I cut from glitter card to that circle to create my sentiment. Now I'm taking the stamps from the Magical Sentiments stamp set, and there is actually one stamp from a retired stamp set from Trinity Stamps. That was, I think, the Caffeinated Sentiments. Anyway, I had to find one that said of the juice of magical beans. I thought that just sounded so amazing, an amazing description for coffee. And I stamped those in between those letters. Then I took a couple of images from the Let the Good Times Roll stamp set, the unicorn and the jackalope, and I stamped those with a Copic-friendly ink, and I colored them with Copics and die cut them with the coordinating dies. And now I'm cutting out the coaster blank that's going to go behind them with the same die, so that they will be easily popped up the way I want them. Now I want them to only be partially over that circle, and I don't want extra bulk, so we're not going to give those 2 layers at any point. I used some shimmery white cardstock to cut out the largest of these Slimline Scalloped panels to do a little layering behind the Magical Beans layer. And I glued that to a Slimline card that is 3.5 by 7 inches, no, 3.5 by 8.5 inches long. And glued that down. I did put a layer of coaster blank behind that Magical Beans layer before I glued it down to the card base. Same with the circle. I'm using my Misty there to add a little extra weight, and you can see here that I trimmed off part of that die cut coaster blank so that it will fit perfectly on the card without extra bulk, but without being saggy. We'll add that little jackalope, and then it's not quite done. I'm not quite ready to be done with it. I want to add more sparkle. So I'm going to use the Rainbow Reflection Rhinestone Mix from Trinity, and I'm just going to add a few dabs of the glue here, the fine detail glue, and add all of those cute little rhinestones that add to that rainbow look. I hope you enjoyed this card. It is super fun, and I keep showing you the Trinity tray. I'm not convinced you all know how amazing that little Trinity tray is, because it pours your embellishments back in effortlessly. I'm not sure what occasion you would use this particular card for, but I'm gonna find one. I know I have some coworkers who would absolutely adore more of the magical juice of beans. I did add the rainbow swirl to the inside of the card, and that is it, the whole thing. If you're interested in any of the products that I used in this video, check the description box below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please take time to hit the subscription button below the video here, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.